Hello, everybody. We are here for streamers. With us today, we've got ItsAlphaBravo, we got AquariusVikki, and MaddieSun32. All right, so today's focus is going to be on networking. Are you being effective with your networking, or are you wasting your? I don't know, Alpha Bravo, you want to start because we were talking about that on early on TikTok and stuff like that, and about the follow for follow, make friend stuff.
Sure, yeah. When I first started streaming for real, and started creating a TikTok, I made my first TikTok, and I got a person follow me, and I followed them, and then I saw these other TikToks of people saying like, "Hey, if um, follow like and follow if you and I'll follow you right back and stuff like that." And so I made so many I was following a bunch of people, and they were following me early on with TikTok, and after that, like radio silence from those kind of people. And same for me. Like I just literally were just doing that just to gain numbers, I guess. But it really doesn't. I wasn't making any connections there. And then with later on down the road, like positive things with TikTok, Discord, and Twitch chats and Twitter, like liking a post, commenting on their post, and talking to people was starting to kind of make actual friendships with that. And the negative parts were if I was just to join any of these things, their Discord especially, and just like radio silence, like not talking to them and following someone and just never even liking their posts and stuff. So you just and then so like the biggest advice I could give is like don't join and don't take on another person that you want to network with if you're already kind of full, um like you got plenty of friends that you're trying to stay connected with. And like you already still have your own streaming content you want to do, so you don't want to overdo it for yourself. And because you don't want to just say hi to someone and then just leave their chat. It's not really that nice. So
Yep.
yeah,
And
there's that's pretty much it.
Vocal Edge made a good point on that too. Making sure that you integrate yourself with the community. It's not just that you're going in and saying hi every once in a while. Like, you're being genuine. Not like, there's a little bit of faking at a certain extent. You're not going to want a person in the town or anything, but like, kind of how what we've done. There's people if they've lost jobs or they have a new pet or something. Like, there's people that genuinely care about it, and actually say, hey, how is so and so doing? Rover feeling better, all that kind of stuff. And it's different in that situation. Like, give what you, how did he put it? Give what you would want to receive, but not expect to get the same in return. Thankful. You can't expect that everyone care about you. No, it's a very selfish kind of a area we're working in, because ultimately it is about self-promotion. But in turn, you can only self-promote so far without having somebody else group.
100%.
All right, so here was another one that Vocal brought up as well for us. So, hopping into somebody's stream, you go live and, hi, how's it going? And then just completely ignoring them, and then 5 minutes later you're going live yourself.
Yeah, that's a big no-no. You're definitely the streamer like pays attention to that. Like, whether they have 20 people or just 5 or 10, like especially if they have lower numbers, like they're definitely paying attention to, like, they consider the people coming in, like they appreciate that person. And so if you're just coming in to say hi, they're they're gonna remember that stuff. And that's not a positive way of networking.
Well, and on that, Robocat, that isn't a place to self-promote. And it's not even the self-promoting part of it. It's, you go into somebody like, somebody were to come in here and say, hi, how's it going? And then 5 minutes later, we see a notification pops up in live. There are several people in various communities that you're going to see a lot of crossover for like people that follow one another and stuff like that. It's going to happen. And there's going to be multiple people that'll see that and they'll go, oh. So as me, and I'm sure Maddie, and I'm sure all of you guys dealt with this, is like, you're kind of like, oh, so you came in to say hi, make sure that you noticed, and now everybody's going to see that you.
Yeah. Yeah. My biggest thing with when you're networking in someone else's Discord too is like they'll join your Discord and you're like, okay, new friend and stuff, and they won't even say like hi everybody in the Discord, and from the rest of the days on, they'll just self-promote. They'll in that self-promote section that most channels have, and they'll just keep posting their going live in like 2 minutes, stuff like that, or they're going live or they're live right now. But no talk in Discord. So if you're gonna network with someone in their personal Discord, like, try to just a good morning every day. Like if you're actually genuine about hanging out in their Discord, like talk to whoever else is communicating, like get into it, like be part of the little family there, community, and don't just join the Discord to self promote, because it's not good. It doesn't look good.
Yeah, it's not a good look. And is that what you want, like, your brand to be associated with? Because it's hard to, like, I think, lose that there's a couple people, and I've only been streaming a very short time. There's a couple people that I could already, notice that does that. And as much as, like, maybe I would want to support them in the future, that puts a little bit of a damper on their brand. So as much as maybe you've even heard other people say, like, oh, capitalize on the people already doing well, not like that.
Yeah.
So this may be a bit of a hot take to just feel on this. So if you get a raid that comes in and have like 4 of those 9 raiders that follow you right after the raid, consider them to be followers or potential viewers for the future?
It depends.
Depends.
Yeah,
I don't
because
think.
some of them will be, and then some of them won't be.
Yeah, like, okay, so sometimes within our own personal community of FSBS, right? If those follows come in, I know they'll come back, right? But from other networking friends that I've made, no, those are definitely empty follows for me. Like, I haven't seen them come back. They have not come back. It's just kind of like a number on my follower page.
It does kind of depend, I think, who raids you.
True.
Like, because, like, Alpha, if you brought your community, like your, like, Call of Duty first-person shooter community to my Elder Scrolls and Minecraft community, I don't know if I can entertain them for you.
That's fair.
Like,
that's fair.
I think they would support because, like, you have a really great community, but there might not be their vibe.
That's a great point. Yeah. Like, I mean, that could be totally a reason why some of them will actually follow, but then it won't connect still for long term because of the games that the other person plays. That makes sense.
There was something else here.
Yes, Freya, be smart with your raids. And I mean, like, as long as, if you know that people in your stream might like a first, like, if I know my people are also like, oh yeah, I was watching like Fortnite the other day. All right, let's go see what's up in Fortnite. But that's kind of like know your people. And
yeah,
that goes back to our first point, right?
Yeah. Yeah, with the raids for sure. What I see a lot of people doing is like I send, like, lately I've been sending my whoever's online that's on my friends list, that my followers list, that their friends, networking friends and all this stuff. But really, like, if none of those were on, I would look into my own whatever I was streaming, whatever game, I would definitely just find someone with you know, that looks like good vibes. I would just raid them. Someone in the same game.
Cool. What do you got for us, Maddie? Anything that's on your mind?
Really? I mean, I do the same kind of thing. Like, I mean, most of the time I'll just raid somebody that's on my friends list. But similar vibes, kind of, even though my vibes, like, I don't know. I think I've sent to Freya a couple of times just because I wanted to support him. And I was coming from playing Sims and he was playing like Borderlands. Like, it all depends. But I've done the same thing with the game thing where I was playing It Takes Two. Nobody was playing it on my friends list. So found someone else and it was good.
Nice.
Hmm.
So something that I had seen on TikTok the other day, I want to say it was Mama Tamago, I think is her name. She did a TikTok about, oh, drop your Twitch in the comments and I'll follow you, blah blah blah, and you know, I want people to raid. So I guess there's an actual term for that. Apparently it's like farming of some kind. And I will be the first to say I'm guilty of that. That video is one of my most popular videos that I had on my TikTok page. I was like, hey, I need friends. Like, let's go. And I got so many followers on Twitch out of that. And I can tell you that like, and 50% of them never watch.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Yeah, like I think I did something like that, like you know, something of similar things in TikTok, and 50, like with one of those, actually some of them stuck around and would watch Twitch, but yeah, like you're right, a lot of them don't, and they're just farming. But I guess maybe in those situations, no, I would definitely never do something like that, but anymore. But you know, it's just, you know, you just kind of weed out, like unfollow some of the people that are zero comms from, and just keep the real friends there. But yeah, definitely no more follow for follow.
Or the shout out for shout out stuff too. That other one that's a huge one. That's I've seen trending a lot on like TikTok and Twitch is like, if it's someone that you genuinely are like, yeah, no, you need to go check this person out, shout them out and go for it. But if it's somebody that you don't know who they are, just random, well, I probably would not be shouting that person out without channel first, because I don't know what kind of clip is on there.
That's a good point. I didn't think of that.
Yep, you got to be really
Never
careful with
know.
that, because realistically, when you're doing those shout outs and those are playing, going on your about somebody that you haven't watched their misogynistic
Yeah, they could be talking bad
bad
stuff.
smack. Yep.
Hmm.
Another one
Yeah, it's-
too was how do you properly network? What do you guys consider like what are your networking techniques?
One of my biggest ones is um TikTok. I like to just talk, you know, everyone sees the little hearts on their videos, but like really just like you make a better connection when you reply to their videos and stuff. And so I think that one's like, you know, made the maker feel better about themselves, the creator. And so I think TikTok's been the biggest one for me. Um and and then joining their actual Twitch, like not just following them on Twitch, and just actually going to their Twitch chat, um, watching their content for a little while, and talking and laughing with them and making jokes and stuff, and maybe using one of their channel point stuff to make them do push-ups, like joke around with some people or something is a fun way that I've been kind of networking lately.
So Vocal made a good point, and chat there. It says, thing is that the inorganic follows are going to... It's not correct. People can come to your chat and assume things based on your followers and your chat. Lots of followers and an inactive chat may make them think you bought your followers, for example.
That's a great point. Yeah, I that makes a lot of sense because I'll see someone do well on TikTok and I'll go to their Twitch and see that they have plenty of followers as well there, and but then you look at their VODs and the views are really low. So that makes sense that they have to, that like I connected those dots and saw that they probably did buy their followers. That makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah.
I guess here's another question that I'm going to pose to you guys. When, and this is actually something asked too, when do you feel that it's important to know what your target audience is, before or after hitting?
I personally think that you should be hitting your target audience before you hit affiliate. Like, even with your content that you're making on TikToks or any other networks that you're using, like, you gotta start, like, there's a niche of streamers and stuff, right? But you also need to start trying to get into that specific game that you like to play, or just you need to start right away. That way they stay with you, like, even after you make affiliate, like, because there's gonna be people that are hanging out with you if you're playing some random, like, literally lawnmower has been great, right? But there's people coming into my freaking chat asking me to play lawnmower game all the time, and it's funny, but they want the lawnmower game, and that's not my favorite game in the whole world, but it is funny. So I told them I'll play it at some point. But yeah, you definitely have to, you got to start right away, trying to connect it right away, because I like playing a lot of first person shooter games, but then but I will want to mix it up. I get bored sometimes, but yeah, I don't want to be, I still want my core viewership to be like a first person shooter game. So that's where I still need to keep working towards that.
Should set a channel point, like, you know how you can do like the goals for channel points, like up to something big, and you should be like, so many channel points, donate them, and then I'll play the lawnmower.
Yeah, like a community challenge.
Community.
A community
Yeah.
challenge.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. That's a great idea. I need that.
Because I was gonna say, just do like a, once you hit so many followers or so many subs, but what I run into with that is, like, people will follow you. People will even drop a few bucks to sub to you. But channel points, like, they have to be there interacting with you, or at least be there for you,
Yeah.
So that's why I like that one.
I love that. Like, right now, for one of my channel points is become a VIP after you get 10,000 points. And so, like, it does take a long time, like, to build up points. And if you're using them in people's chats, or just even if you're just kind of stashing them away and stuff. So, you got to use those channel points for sure.
That, and it gives your community a way to spend money without actually spending. Like, the only thing they have to do is time, which, to a certain extent, you also have to understand, like, if that's what you're going for as your goal, you want to give people, like, good content. So I guess that kind of leads into the next thing is, like, how do you, like, what's the best way to get people saying is the posting content, posting TikToks, However, that new mushroom one isn't one that I've ever heard of until now, but that's also another site
heard of it.
where you get points.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's all connected through Discord. It's something that I've only been on for a couple of days, but it gives you points based when you play a game, and then pets and, like, all kinds of stuff.
I like that.
Yep.
I have to start Hover first, but yeah, I don't have anything else.
Say it's.
Okay.
So yeah, posting content. Now, I know me personally, I don't actually post a lot of games unless it's like the funny stuff where I'm a roast cannibal person or something stupid like that, you know?
Yes.
But other than that, like my TikTok is all stupid things or whatever, you know? So everybody has their own way of how they're bringing people in.
Yeah.
Maddie, what's your other social media?
Honestly, I just kind of started doing that like a month ago. So I just tried to find like the trending sound or the trending thing and try that aspect, and that's really it.
Have you seen like a return from it then since you're not in it all?
Not a whole lot. I mean, there's been a few, like going back a few questions about like follow for follow or something like that. It wasn't the follow for follow, but similar to your video, I was like 16 away from 200 or something. People are still liking that video and coming to Twitch because of that. But
Wow.
like it's an empty follow, some of them.
Yeah.
Like they're just following to support, but no real support.
Yep. Follower.
Yep.
Yeah, one of my first videos on TikTok was me streaming to me talking to 3 people, and then I continued the conversation to 0, and then get sad, and got a bunch of follows from that, and sadness points from that, and but yeah, those don't they're just an empty follow for sure. So like, and I see that a lot still, like a lot of like, you know, feel bad for me type posts and stuff.
Right. And like Vocal said, I mean, I do network in a whole bunch of sim streamers, like so many of them. And like I mod for one, and she's almost a partner. Like next week, she'll be partner.
Awesome.
And I mean, that's a good way of meeting people too, is just going into their streams. But
Yeah.
sometimes people will be like, oh, okay, this person does Sims too. Let's hit the follow button. But the majority of the time, like, don't count on it.
Yeah. Yeah, like, you know, if you're going to be a mod for someone, or even just be in their chat, like, you know, be interested in their content and just like hanging out with them. Don't expect them to shoot you a raid or shout you out in their chat. Just if it happens, that's a plus, but it's a good way of networking for sure. Even just you're communicating in a big person, they'll know you're a Sims player too.
Yep, exactly.
So it's good.
Yep. Sometimes the network doesn't have immediate results. You have to build a reputation, and then it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The one that I think that like I don't think is that beneficial is joining a gabillion Discords. Like that's my least favorite way of networking, is joining all these Discords, because no one likes notifications on their phones like a million times a day. I think, or at least me. And so yeah, like that one's the least, like it's definitely great. Like it's a great way to chat with people, but if you're just trying to network, you know, Discord's probably on the bottom of my list. As far as to make new networking friends.
Like a personal Discord, I agree. Like I have one, but I haven't even like really put it out there, because I'm just like you, where there are certain Discords that I'm like, not that I have to gain value from everything, but like it's also not my group of people. You know what I mean? It's just not my tribe. Like our Discord, I think there's like a good variety, you know, like I do have the RPG and the Minecraft people, and then just like overall, if I'm not interested in the game, I better be interested in the person, right? And
Yes.
there's a lot of people who like getting to know them on a Discord. I'm interested, you know, in them. Like I would never watch a horror game ever, because I'm a dainty lady. But there are so many people who I'm like, all right, we're watching Dead by Daylight today. Okay, I'm with you.
That's
So
cool. That's cool.
So in networking, I think that is like if I could go back and change one thing, because you guys know that I grew so fast, right? If I could change like one thing, it would be to like find a tribe, find the tribe better. Not I put out the same like, oh, we're so close to, this many followers, and so I got the followers, but I'm like,
Yeah.
I haven't seen you since.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, like my thing maybe that, like, you guys are actually helping me out in a way of like finding your tribe, your friends, and like people that are gonna watch the content you want, because what's helped me grow on social media platforms has been just the trending sounds and just me, right? Like that's one thing that I think that I like about other streamers too, is when they just show me their face and the trending sounds and just their own take on stuff, right? But you're not gonna narrow down, they're not gonna know who you are, like what game that you're gonna be playing based on that. So you gotta I guess I gotta show a little bit more of my gaming clips and a little bit more of like me in game, so that they know what I'm gonna be playing, what to expect if they are gonna actually follow me on Twitch.
Not just simulator.
Exactly. That's the only game that I've got on my TikTok, I think. So yeah, need to make more clips of different games. Network.
What
Right.
would be like? Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. I was gonna open up to questions, but that's something. Go for it.
Oh, well, it's a question actually. So, what would, like, if you had to give a piece of advice to someone just starting out on networking? Because I'm sure this is going to find its way to someone who is a super, like a baby streamer, right? So,
Yeah.
and then it's also, like we have a lot of people who now we've hit affiliate. We're kind of in that path to either a partner if they want it, or just kind of a more stable streaming life. Those two people, the new streamers and then the a little more tenured streamers, what's like a piece of advice you'd give to each that we haven't covered?
Yeah.
A good one.
Networking advice.
Be genuine. Self.
Yeah.
Like, and that goes for both. And that's one thing that I've made to stand by, even when I first started. Like, I'm not the ladiest of ladies, like I swear like a sailor, but I'm not gonna hide that. That's who I am. And having an affiliate, like, that's still who I am. I'm not gonna I've made a step. I'm still gonna keep going on the same path that I am. Well, like, having fun last night, asking you guys, like, where's Andy? Or Andy's here. That was it.
Oh, right.
Andy's coming. And you were like, who the hell is Andy? That made my night.
Yeah.
Like, even though you didn't know, it was hilarious. And that's just little baby steps, So
Yeah. I guess I thought about one for a baby streamer, and you're networking and you're trying all these things to talk to friends, make friends, and people that are streamers as well, is don't overdo it, like where you're making yourself tired or anxious, anxiety. Like, don't overdo it for yourself, because you still have your normal day-to-day life outside of gaming and streaming. So like, you don't put too much of your time into it. Like, you still gotta spend time with your partner, your friends, your other stuff, also taking care of yourself, eating and drinking and food, and but just take care of yourself, while like do it at a like what you can handle, and you're gonna learn that as you go. But definitely important.
schedule. Cut back a day per is that spend in other streams actually building relationships. 2, don't always raid friends, branch out, search for new people playing the same game as you, or just playing, and raid them to create new networking opportunities.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
a
I
really
like
good
that.
call to like cut back one of your days and use that. 'Cause,
Mm-hmm.
'Cause then back to what Alpha was saying, you can get caught up in it so quick and spend like all your time like trying to figure out the algorithm, trying to figure out like, is this the time to post? Like, oh, and then like, I don't know if you're me, you're like, oh, do I look okay? Is this okay? Is this an okay post? Right? You can get so caught up in all of that. If you just if you cut back a day and then you just spend that to, ooh, Vogel, you want to come be my life coach?
He's a great life coach. He really is.
Same.
There is a guy on TikTok. His name is Professor Beard. I don't know if you guys have seen him at all.
Yes.
He is hilarious.
Always. Yes.
He makes it a thing to say, listen, on Sundays, I will come in, I'll boot up my computer, I will open up 4 tabs on my screen, I will go lurk in every single one, I'm gonna walk away. That is my day to go outside, my day to go whatever. You need to take at least one day to be able to focus on you.
Yeah. Because it can get kind of stressful, or you start kind of putting your own what's it called, like these goals that you have for yourself, and yeah, like I know we've talked about in previous talks too, like r- goals that are achievable, and this stuff, and that also relates to networking too, and just kind of your time you spend on streaming and stuff. Take care of you too first.
Yeah, like if you make a SMART goal, factor in the time to take care of yourself. Like, there's no reason to ever put goals ahead of yourself. Like, goals aren't going to happen if you're not good.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Yeah, I definitely like I have like a routine and stuff. Like, so on days that I'll stream, I'll stream, and then before or after I'll make one TikTok or something, or I'll either that, or then regardless I'll just jump into friends' streams and just chat and stuff on, like, I'll have 3 tabs, 3 different people or 4 or whatever, and just kind of go one by one, hang out for a little while, and then move on to the next person, then come back again. Like, just hang out for longer than like a few minutes with people, and just spend a night, just hanging out in their chat. That's my little routine. Freya says mental health. Yes.
Yep. That said, without a routine, I fall apart too, Robocat. Don't worry.
Gotta have a routine.
Right. Being being genuine, kind of like going back to being genuine. Like, one of the points that I wrote down are like the technical things I do. Like, obviously learn your platforms. Like TikTok, obviously you get a lot of, you have like your sounds. If you put the right sounds or the right effects, or you do the right trend, you're kind of good, right? Come on, it's TikTok, right? But then I put like, study who you want to be. Find somebody who's already doing what you want to do, and not like copy them, but like get inspired by them, right? I think there's room for that and still being genuine. I do. But it's really hard to fall into like that copycat mentality. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like one of the things that I've done is someone that is doing really well on TikTok, and even does the same kind of games that I do, content that I like. I asked them a question on their TikTok, because we're not friends, they're a big dog, and but I commented, and he said, yeah, just join my Discord. So I and messaged me there. So I joined their Discord, and I sent a message in. So I've kind of had like an open communication with a streamer that's been there, done that. And it's kind of like, not a mentor, but just like any kind of streaming type questions, like, and I don't know, maybe like be actual friends down the road and stuff. But I don't know. That goes with the networking and hanging out with people and talking to them. And I feel like I could ask that person, like, how do they deal with the stresses and the the routine and the time management with someone that's been doing it a little longer, or growth has been a lot more substantial. So, you know, asking other people questions, how they deal with it would be good.
So with that, like that's something like I see streamers who I definitely you could say like I look up to. Um let's talk about maybe the shy people, right? Who would never ever in their life message that person on Discord. How did you have that moment of like, am I really gonna message this person? Or like were you just like, I'm doing it? Like talk on confidence level, maybe with networking. I wouldn't
That's
do it.
that's important. Yeah. I mean, you just have to push yourself to, because I don't know, I'm a shy person. Okay, no, like if my wife takes me to a gathering with her coworkers that I don't know, like I'm gonna talk to them and just be out extroverted as possible. But I'm a homebody. I'd rather be at home. And but you know, what's the worst that's gonna happen? It's just through a computer. You know, if they're not, if they don't respond, then they don't respond. And what you're asking is not to like, hey, will you follow me? Like, you're not asking a dick question. You're asking them for help, or just a streamer type question. So there's 100%, there's a big chance that they'll give you the an answer that you're looking for. And the worst that can happen is that they just won't respond at all.
You just have to remember they're people too. Like,
Yeah.
they've been in your position. They started from the bottom and they've worked their way up. So just take the chance.
Yeah.
And that's a huge thing too with a lot of what we're doing. You have to kind of put yourself out there. So in streamer role, you gotta be put yourself in there, like be willing to take those risks, because it's almost a crapshoot. Like it could be really well for you. You might not get anything. You won't necessarily lose anything, like if you, but
Mhm.
it can't hurt. Do it.
No. And then it's just kind of like, if you're like, you know, yeah, I don't know. It's just like with streaming, if you're trying to grow, like you gotta get out of that comfort zone. Like you can be shy and stuff, but like when you're in front of a camera, you pretend like you're the least shy person in the world, or just like on the computer. So it's just, you gotta get out there. You're a different person for that, like whatever amount of questions you need to ask, or even when you're streaming.
Ask a question.
Yeah.
Those of you who play MMOs like Black Desert or Final Fantasy, these games require a certain amount of networking too. See any similarities between networking those games and streaming? 100%.
Yeah.
I ran a guild on Black Desert for probably about 4 months, and it is 100% the exact same as streaming. Like almost identical. Like I made the mistake in the game of running around in one of the towns and was just like, guild invite, guild invite, guild invite, guild invite, and I just added whoever.
I did the same thing.
And I ended up with a whole load of shit posting in the Discord. I had a bunch of people that left the guild. Like, we were up close to 70 people, now it's down to 40 people. Like, it just imploded, and it is 100%, like, you gotta network in there, otherwise it's not fun.
Yeah, that's how I met Vocal, was Final Fantasy. And
Okay.
my husband and I had a free company, which is a guild. And I grew that thing to 500 people. And so many people have like dropped out now because I'm not playing. I'm not there. I feel like not to toot my own horn, but I feel like if I certainly, it's very similar.
Just kind of started getting into that right when I got into streaming. Mostly because of the confidence factor, kind of going in. Like, I think we have a lot of people that are like, not a lot, but a handful of people who are, well, I'm trying to start streaming, but I'm not ready yet, you know. And let me tell you, just do it. Just do it. Because all the confidence, like, issues, like, I still have them, but I'm like, nope, we're doing it today. And what it does for, like, your, kind of your mental health, you realize, like, oh, I got this, you know?
Nice. Yeah.
So, in that, I got the confidence to, like, I looked up a guild and I'm like, hey, do you need a healer? You know, and it's that, it's 100% the same. You got to get the confidence to put yourself out there. You have to actually network, because nobody's going to want to spend 2 hours doing a trial in Elder Scrolls with you if, you know, they don't know you, you know? Yeah, it's asking for people to invest. Like, you're asking people to invest in you, basically.
True.
Like,
True. Yeah, you gotta
every
open up.
second.
You gotta open up for sure.
Yeah. Discord, Twitch.
Certainty over. Oh, network. You still have to build really. Yeah, that's a really big thing too. Is it's like, yes, you can put your foot in the door and chatty, but you need to make sure that you're up with those relationships.
Yeah.
And don't get
just
mad
like
when
vocal, like
they
you said a little bit ago. the just chatting side of our FSPS, like sometimes it'll it'll be just like at the end of the day that I'll finally try to catch up with some of it and read stuff that's happening. But yeah, it gets you don't overdo it, like trying to do it all at once, or don't try to join too many discords and overdo it for yourself, because you want to like build actual relationships. And yeah, so that's something I need to work on for sure, is just like to keep chatting. You got to keep your networks going. It's true.
Networking never, ever, ever ends. Nope.
No.
And it kind of goes back. Yeah, it kind of goes back to the mental health of the last session, because it can be really daunting to wake up and your notification bar is full.
Mm-hmm.
It's 6:30 in the morning. So,
yeah, we have some gamers, up at 2 a.m. So yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and across the pond from, I'm in North America.
Right.
Great.
I love that stuff, that we have networking people from different countries. It's so cool.
I guess let's kind of turn to the viewers. What have they got questions for us? And I see that Podzilla.
What up, Pod?
Say hi to your very sweet mom for me.
We do have some
Happy birthday again,
people-
Podzilla.
Yeah, happy belated birthday, my friend.
Yeah. Hope you had a great day yesterday.
Freya, aren't we from east to west? Yeah, we're completely across the states, and then I had a couple people. Hey, had a person in there at one point or another that was Lebanon, I think.
Wow.
So we've gone international now.
Yeah. We have UK, Freya says. Dang.
Yeah. It's always fun to drop in when they're playing like Call of Duty or something competitive, because I don't understand, like, they use different phrases than we do, you know? I want to learn every single one of them so bad.
It's so weird, some of them. Like, yeah, like there's always these TikToks of on me, and he's coming on me. Like, there's some weird ass shit that we say. And yeah. But yeah, it's funny.
Ooh. If we turn it on them and we ask chat questions?
Okay.
Ooh. I don't have one. I was just thinking maybe so.
You got to come up with one.
So
Oh no.
here's something. I got one. So to the chat, what is it about people that makes you want to follow them? What is it like that you're looking for when you go and you go to a person's page and you're like, I am going to click that follow button and it's a legitimate follow?
Mm.
They're answering. I have to tell you that I found somebody with my exact overlay, and I'm like,
Whoa.
kind of have to follow.
That's awesome. I love that.
My overlay is good vibes. That's what I'm saying, Robocat. That's what I'm saying.
So Freya Max says you pay attention to chat is the reason why they actually follow and stick around.
Okay.
That's important. Yeah, because I've seen it happen before. Like I liked them on TikTok and I thought they were cool. And I go to their Twitch and I'm watching them and I say, hey, for the first time, viewer, and they just say, hey back, and that's the end of our conversation. Like, I don't think it's my job to keep the conversation going if they're the streamer kind of thing. I mean, I guess maybe I could say another thing if I really wanted to, but instead of saying, how are you? How was your day? Or anything at all. And so I just kind of left that person. So yeah, it's super important that they actually look at chat and interact with chat. So that's a great one, Freya.
Zilla, I look someone to click with. I can joke and have some lighthearted. Said camera, active with chat. Yep, that seems to be a common thing. Entertaining.
Would you follow if they don't have a camera? Like, I'm genuinely curious because there's a lot of people who either monetary reasons or technical savvy reasons they don't have a camera. What would you say? Let's say they're really good on TikTok, right? Let's say they do their social media stuff, right? Then people come over, and what can they do to make people want to stay if they can't have a camera? Know what I mean?
Yeah.
Chatty.
That comes back to the engagement part. Like, if I've seen that person's TikTok and I obviously like the content that they're doing, that I can still see their face and everything, and then in their game that they can kind of like transfer that over, like they still show their personality of the game and that kind of stuff, how they play, what they're talking about, then I'll probably be likely to follow them, but I'm a little hesitant on that.
Yeah, it's sad, but it's a big no for me. I can't follow someone without the camera because there's so many channel commands channel point stuff that I like using, like hydrate. Like, how do I know if you're actually if I'm trying to joke and mess with someone? Like, I like messing with people with the hydrate, and so I don't know. I just that interaction with me as the viewer. Like, I need to be able to see them and see them smile and laugh, know that they're having a good time. So, but there's so many you can thrift shop for cameras these days and stuff. So I don't know.
True.
I saw some TikTok of someone using an Xbox 360, like an old school Kinect camera to stream with it, and it looked pretty bad, but I'd take it because it's something.
That's what I did.
They're trying.
When I first started streaming again, I used like a 10 to 15-year-old like Logitech camera, like a little ball thing. It's the one that I use for my cat cam now, but that's
Cool,
what I
cool.
started with because I was like, I need something. Like, let me at least get me out there, because not to pull the I'm a female card, but to a certain extent, if they're gonna see that, then they're gonna be like, okay, who is this chick, behind the non-existent.
Yeah, for sure. Podzilla says, I don't mind if there's no camera as long as they're interacting. I can get to know them through their voice and their personality. Cool. Yeah, so there's definitely people that are interested and still can stay, but you just have to be interacting. You got to put that extra effort into chat. You can't so you probably just can't play a game that you can't, that you need to focus in the game. You got to be playing a game that you can pause or don't care if you die. for sure.
And I think that's part of the that I go on, if you will, that it's more like, I don't care if I die. If you want to talk to me, cool, let's chat. And if I die because of it, like,
Right.
it is what it is, you know, it's part of the fun, I guess.
Yeah, like Vocal just said, like I did see, yeah, I've seen it before, like little instructions on how to do it, but you can connect your phone somehow to be your camera for stream.
Mhm.
So there's ways to do it.
Okay, so if they're making TikToks, then they okay.
They have a camera. If they're able to make the TikToks and stuff, they have the capabilities.
Right.
It means that it
Right.
might not necessarily be the tech knowledge to.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Then, yeah, I think we covered. My only other notes that I have is that you do have to put yourself out there. That was something I was going to talk about, like, that whole confidence thing, but y'all covered it. Of course, y'all covered it. And I put relatable and reactive. I feel like you need to be relatable and you need to react to your chat and your people. And I've done that, and I've started, again, we know I grew fast, but recently I've started, like, kind of building the community, and holy schmoly, if, like, I just talk back to them, and they're like, oh my god, we like you, and I'm like, oh, thanks.
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
and then I've turned my views off on Streamlabs and, you know, the Twitch channel, whatever thingamajoober, technical term. And I checked my stream summary, and I'm like, I had that many people in there? What?
Really cool.
So just relatable, reactive. Like, that's just gotta be you.
Yeah. Yeah, like if I can help it and I'm trying to connect with someone, like I won't just, you know, exclamation point lurk. You know, like I'll try my best to be talking to them, like, because if you just throw a lurk at someone, that's not really, I mean, it's networking for sure, like, but not the only message that person sees in their stream. Like, you know, if you're a few messages in and you really, you know, we all have things to do, like when we're not actually streaming. So, you know, a quick hello, like just let them know you actually care how they're doing today, how their stream's going, and hang out for a little bit, see if there's anything else you can chat randomly about that they're doing something funny, and then, you know, a little exclamation lurk is okay, but definitely got to chat a little bit longer before you do that. But yeah, you got to show up.
I know when I go into someone's stream for, like, the first time I'm in their stream, I don't want to lurk at all. I want to, like, be a part of chat. Then if I have to go, I have to go. Like, I think we all understand that as streamers, right? It's not until, like, my second time in that, like, I want to drop a lurk. You know, like, you want people to come in and like, how do you want people to come into your stream, right?
Right.
Like, I think that's what I do when I go about my life.
Yeah,
streaming.
You know, just like with life motto stuff, like treat others the way you want to be treated. Super important.
Anybody else got any other questions? Hour mark.
Man, it's like we know how to talk or something.
Right?
I do want to say this, Darth Kai, thank you for... Sorry, my dog just got really scared. Thank you for taking the advice that Freya gave yesterday and turning off your account. I know that was something that challenged you to turn. See how you feel.
Yeah.
It's completely different.
You enjoy your
Amazing.
time online.
Right.
You enjoy it. You're just kind of, if there's someone to talk to in chat, awesome. If there's not, like, you're just enjoying whatever it is you're doing. Like
Yes.
yesterday I was doing some just chatting and there was just a few people in there, and but they were just talking back and forth with me. And so, I mean, I don't know if there was more people that were just listening in, but even better, like that only 2 people or 3 people were talking and there was more. But and then, like you were doing earlier, Vicky, like you, at the end of your stream, you looked over your numbers, and it's kind of cool that like people were just enjoying hanging out in there. Turning it off is the way.
See what experience better. Oh, it came down ill after he. Okay, we'll have to back on that once it's
Yeah.
I'm very curious though to know how this is gonna go for FSPS community.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Hey,
so
if you guys, a random little like thing, if you guys are looking for a game to play to get chat involved and stuff, is play Drawy. You can buy it on Steam, and I've done it a couple of times, and if you get some extra emotes if you get like 10 people typing at the same time or something, right? Like just you can just get people to talk if you played that game, Drawy. don't know
I
if-
do words on stream.
Yeah, that too.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love that one too.
And people just come out of nowhere, and I'm like, okay, who are you? I don't know who you are, but hi.
Yeah, all these
I
lurkers
don't say
come out
that,
of the
but
woodwork.
hi.
Games like that, people love
Right.
I play Stream Raiders, and yeah, I'll see troops in there, and I'm like, "Who are you?" I'm like,
Mhm.
"Who's this person?" But hi, I'll
Mhm.
call them out. But I'm like, okay.
that. Vocal says Chef Squad. I've never played that or heard
Yeah,
of that.
what is Chef Squad? Words is fun. Yes,
Yes,
I like it.
100%.
It's hard. Like, kind of pisses me off sometimes,
I
but
know that
it's a
interaction.
chat.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, cool. I'll have to check that out. Yeah.
Well, did on there for networking for today. You guys got any
Yes, ma'am.
final thoughts, comments, concerns?
No, I think it went phenomenal. Thank you guys for everyone in the chat to hanging out and listen to us talk, for sure. It's been a lot of fun.
Oh, I was thinking our own here.
Let's
Ooh,
do
Yeah.
it.
Darth Cater is doing a 12-hour stream today, and it is actually a charity stream that all of the proceeds they are going to be going to help fund Ukraine efforts.
Yeah.
So when we do go over to her channel, as you guys hit her channel, make sure to just give her load that I know is on the path to partner as well right now. So we want to make sure that she gets all of her views accounted for. So
She looked 100% different when she started stream. She's amazing.
She looks different.
Yeah.
did she change?
Yeah.
That's funny.
She's also been in the onesie since the beginning of it. So like, yeah, she's with all these sub goals and hype goals, like it's new pairs of clothing every time.
Alrighty,
fun.
guys. Well, thank you all for watching us. Again, AlphaBravo again. Above, we got AquariusVikki, Maddie Sun. I am TakeOutFoodz. And yeah, let's go. Darth Cater some love.
See ya.
All right. Bye, guys.